Welcome to Enjoying Life, a program of music, chatter, and friends, designed to put a refreshing moment in your day. Now, please welcome your award-winning hosts, Dr. Jerry and Little Jan.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, I'm glad we're here.
You know what? I look forward to walking out from behind that wall every day and seeing you.
Yeah, and people have said, why do y'all always come out? Why do you laugh like that? I said, well, I'm looking at Brother Jerry.
And I'm looking at little Jan.
And he's making faces at me.
Yeah, we have fun back there. You know, we have little secrets. I shouldn't say this.
Yeah, don't say that.
No.
Don't tell our secrets.
But, you know, when we're away from each other, like I'm on a platform for maybe a church service and she's sitting in the edge of the audience or vice versa, and little things that we can do that say, I love you, without, nobody can, and we sort of have a little secret code on it.
We do.
You know, it's been a long time. I've been knowing you forever, Angel. You lost your husband in 98, and I lost my wife in 2000, and then we became, again, acquaintances in 2004, and a year after that we married. But we go back. Can I show you something? Yeah, let me show you something. I'm going to bring you over here.
Okay.
I know they're not, we didn't tell them all about this.
Okay.
But right here, I'll just take it off right here.
Okay.
On this shelf is a picture. And this picture is, here's little Jan standing right behind me. Here's Geraldine, and here's Wendy. And here I am sitting at the desk. Now, that's hard to believe, but this picture was taken in 1966. I was president of a television company, and I was signing them to a television contract in 1966. Isn't that something?
I think that is too awesome.
I love it. We were talking about that on the way to the station today. Well, it's time to sing.
Let's sing.
You do a great job on a song that's called The Healer.
Let's do that one.
And you do a wonderful job. Would you sing it for us?
I would love that.
Enjoy little Jan as she sings The Healer. You'll be blessed. Well, thank you for staying with us.
Yes.
You know, they're going to be glad they did.
They are going to be glad.
Before we introduce our guest, let me tell you, sweetheart, you really sang that song today.
Oh, thank you.
Healer.
Boy,
I've heard you
isn't
sing
that a
it.
good song?
Oh, it's just one touch. I just love that. Love the message in the song. Love to hear you sing it.
Thank you.
Love to sing it with you.
Love to sing that song.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Oftentimes we give a poem before that song that goes with that, but we don't have time to do that. Maybe if we come to your church or your city or your auditorium, we might do that.
Well, that's because we've got some really special guests
We
today.
do have
Yeah,
some
we
spe-
want time to
Did you
talk
know,
with them.
I've been knowing Tank, let's see, he
Tank,
led the
you must be
Apostle Paul's choir on his first missionary journey. No, not quite that long. But his name is Gail, but I started calling him Tank years ago, and now that's what he's known throughout the United States as. But let's make them welcome. Let's make welcome Gail and Olivia Tackett.
Tank.
Let's make them welcome. We're so glad you all are here.
We are excited.
Now, Tank, I've done a jillion programs with you, but Olivia, you've always been a behind-the-scenes person.
Yes.
Her name is Olivia, which I
Olivia.
love, but Jerry has always called her Livy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does other people call you Livy?
Only family.
Only
Or
family.
close
Well,
friends.
there you go.
And close friend. All right, all right. You just made a home
That's
run
right.
there. Yeah. Did you start being called Tank when you came with us? Or how long was that? Or do you remember?
Yeah, it was when I was playing football.
Yeah.
I played for West Virginia State
Yeah.
in West Virginia and had an opportunity to play for Dallas Cowboys in '68. And
But you were a kicker, weren't you?
I
mean,
was.
You weren't a lineman or something like that.
no, that's too tough.
Oh,
That's the reason your name was Tank.
and so you were a kicker.
I was a kicker.
That's awesome. I did not know
Back
that.
in the day, the longest field goal I made was 55 yards, which was a long
God,
time.
yeah, that's tough. I'm sorry, only 55 yards.
Yeah.
My Lord, have mercy, that's over half the field.
But I had an opportunity to go sing.
Uh-huh.
I know you know the people, Ron Daly,
Yeah.
who lives in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yes.
Went with the Daily Trio, and sad to say that only lasted about 10 months.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then I got mad at God, and
Now, we're on TV now.
Well,
is that what happened?
I
That's
did.
an honest statement. You really
Yeah,
did.
that's awesome.
Well,
mad at
we don't
God.
have enough of the whole story, but give us a little excerpt of what happened.
well,
Or can you say?
as good as I lived up until that point, for the next 3 years, I lived just as bad.
Oh, Tank.
Oh, I can't believe that about Tank Tackett.
I did,
Did you really?
because I was really hurt. And then I got a call one day. Well, my dad, in June of '71, came and woke me up.
Really?
He said, I've got something I need to tell you. Take and do with it what you want. Joshua 24:15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve.
Okay.
Oh,
But as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord.
your dad
My dad.
woke you up to share that. What a story.
Yeah.
Now, how many years have I known you? 30, 40? How
40.
long have I known
Long
Olivia?
40.
40
40
years.
years.
Yes.
I never knew that part of the story. I knew that you'd been, offered a position with the Dallas Cowboys. I knew that. I knew that you were a kicker. But I never knew that part of the story.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know Olivia.
Yeah. Olivia, now, you've always worked behind the scenes. I know you're retired now. But you were how many years with the airlines?
16 years.
Did you know that she worked for
No, I did
Oh,
not.
yeah. She worked for the airlines, and then she worked for a publishing company?
Yes. Printer, publisher,
A printing publishing company.
19.
Well, Tank, he has sung with a lot of groups and has traveled on the road. What did you do? Raise a family and just stay home, raise a family?
Just stayed home, raised a family, took them to church.
Wow. Wow.
She's a good mom, isn't she, Tank?
And a good wife.
And a good wife.
Well, let's see, Tank. You have sung with Daily Trio, as you said.
Yeah.
And you've sung with the from out of Oklahoma,
Started with the Weatherfords.
the Weatherfords. Yeah, Earl and Lily Fern. You sang with them, and then you went with who?
The Envoys, and that's when I first met you.
Yes.
Because we brought you to New England in '72.
Okay.
Yes. And
That's a
because
long
the
time ago.
Envoys, for a lot of these people that watch in the South, they don't know that the Envoys were a quartet from the Northeast.
Right.
I think it was based out of New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah, I got that from memory. And then after that, who'd you go with?
I went back with the Weatherfords for a little while, and then went to Florida for a little while, and then I got the call from you. Art Ross, who played piano for you.
Yeah.
And
you
found me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Art told me. He said, you know, we were looking for a tenor singer. He said, I know a guy that can do it. And I said, well, give him a call. And, you know, and he called. And, you know.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history. And you went for me and you sang with the Statesman some.
I did.
Yeah, I know that.
And then went into the banking business and retired from the bank.
Yeah.
Not long ago.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't know, but Tank, of course, you know, years have taken their toll, but you can still sing tenor. You do when we have a reunion, you sing tenor. But when you're singing gospel, and you know, we book concerts in auditoriums and churches, as you well know. Well, when a church would invite you, what a tenor singer doesn't want to hear is when the pastor tells you, we have an 8 o'clock service as well as 11 o'clock service. You know, they say, oh, no.
The bass singers like that.
Yeah, bass singers love that. But tenors, but you never grumbled about that. You always were
now,
right
Jerry
on
has
it.
always said that.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could sing tenor as good at 8 in the morning as you did at midnight.
Well, they let me sleep. I never had to drive Saturday night to Sunday.
Okay.
They
So
let
you
me
got-
sleep.
You get the rest.
So I got my rest. Because a tenor singer will wear out
Quickly.
if you don't get your rest. But
Well,
they
I
let me
wanna-
rest.
I want to know how many kids you guys got, Olivia.
We've got three, one
3.
in West Virginia and 2 in Tennessee.
Is that girls,
really?
boys?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
All
that.
the above? Yeah.
And you got grandbabies?
We have 4.
Well, you
Do
know,
you have
you were
4?
raised in Hurricane or something like that.
St. Albans near Hurricane.
St.
Yeah.
Albans, West Virginia. When did you move to Nashville?
What year was that?
Well, when
Long
we
time ago.
joined you.
Oh, yeah.
Was
in the
okay.
mid-'70s.
Yeah, mid-'70s.
In the mid-'70s. And you've made that home ever since?
Yes.
Do you like Nashville?
Oh, I love it.
Love it.
You know, I asked you before the program, we got 4 minutes, that's a lot of time. You don't sing professionally, but you sang in the church choir, didn't you?
Yes, I sang in the choir for 20 years.
And she
For
still
20 years.
works in the church.
Yeah.
You don't sing in the choir?
No, I serve in other capacities at our church.
Did you like to sing?
Yeah, it was fun. It's just not my passion. You know,
Excuse me.
I'm more
Olivia,
behind
you're
the scenes.
one of those that take care. You're a take care person.
Right.
Whatever needs to be seen after, Olivia does that, isn't she?
She's
She
pretty
does,
honest, so
yeah.
I'm going to ask her a pretty blunt question here. You know, yeah, of course, Livy, you know, I've known Livy for 30 years, and she just usually just tells it like it is. I love that. But did it ever bother you that Tank was gone so much?
Oh yeah, we had our issues with that because it was hard when he would get home for me to take the role as being the wife and not doing everything, not making decisions.
That's interesting.
That's good,
In other words,
Olivia.
when he came home,
He wanted to be the boss.
Yes.
and you had to take care of everything while he was
She
gone, so why
wouldn't
not
let
while he's here? That is so interesting.
It is interesting.
It was extremely hard. I mean,
Really?
Because someone would ask us to go somewhere, and I would say, sure, without even asking him.
Oh,
Well, and it's like, oh, no, I guess I should have backtracked and asked him
asked-
I
first.
think that's a true, honest expression.
I think people need to know that.
Yeah, that's
Olivia.
interest- that's
a good
interesting,
thing.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, through the years, I guess that was probably the hardest part, you know,
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
him being away. Tank, what made you choose gospel music over playing football?
I prayed about it. It was God's decision in my life at that time. And I accepted the position to sing instead of playing football.
When you first started, have you always sung tenor, or did you ever sing another part?
I sung bass when I first started.
I don't know about that.
And I prayed for a tenor voice.
Tank Tackett.
And God, I'm in the
That's-
church choir
Is that right?
in West Virginia. I did. Sang bass, low C's. And
Low C's.
I did.
Isn't that something? And then you went from that. You know, one of the songs that of course, you know, you made the song "I Know a Man Who Can." You introduced that to America across the
For the
country
Goffs,
for the
the
Goffs.
Jerry
You know,
Missing
you
Goffs.
introduced that. But a song I'd always loved to hear you sing was "I've Never Been Sorry." You know that
Yeah.
old
Oh,
quartet
yeah,
song?
yeah.
I mean,
I
you
love
could
that
nail
song.
that song. I remember you'd sing that. I love to sing that behind
I've
Tank Tank.
never been sorry.
Praise the Lord
That I trusted His name.
Well, no, this is not the singing part, but that's it. You guys got it. I tell you.
We can
Yeah,
do it,
but
Tank.
you could sing that song. I just love that.
We had some great songs. Great songs.
Yeah, we really did.
Yeah.
And God was good. We're so glad you're on the program,
Well, thank you.
Olivia.
It's a joy to be here.
I have a hard time saying Olivia. I just
That's all
want to say
right.
Livy.
Livy's fine.
Is Livy fine?
Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
Well, now
fun.
you're going to sing for us today. I made a note here. You're going to sing for us. Lead me to the rock,
Right.
and
That's good.
His grace is sufficient.
Right.
Are those the two songs?
Those
Do
two.
you do much solo work anymore?
I do. Yeah.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
And you sing at your church too, don't you?
Part of the worship team there.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. In Nashville, Tennessee.
In Nashville, we
Yeah.
go to Cornerstone.
Cornerstone.
In
Well, that's a
Nashville.
huge church.
Yeah, and we have a senior adult ministry in between the morning services. We have about 350 in that.
Wow, that's a big, that's a big
Yeah.
church. Well, get your mic.
Okay.
Go over to the sing position and get ready to sing, and I'm going to introduce your song. Livy, thank you for, I know being on TV is not your thing, or being up on the stage
No.
is not your thing. Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you
You
for
make
having
Tank
me.
look good.
Thank you.
And I've always loved your testimony and your straightforwardness. You've been right there.
Thank you.
You're the best. You're the
Thank
best.
you for
You
having
got
me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my joy to introduce to you my friend of many years who sang by my side across America and around the world. And we're glad that he's here to sing for us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we call him Tank. Tank Tackett, singing for us, Lead Me to the Rock. Tank Tackett.
When I'm tossed upon life's sea, your waves trouble me. Seems that there's no refuge I can find. But I know where there's a place, a haven of sweet rest, a tower that will stand the test of time. Lead me to the rock. Lead me to the rock, rock of my salvation, sure and a firm foundation. Jesus is the rock on which I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. Listen, so I will not be afraid, nor will I be dismayed. He hides me in the hollow of his hand. There's nothing that can harm me, nothing to alarm me. Found a refuge in this weary land. Lead me to the rock, lead me to the rock, rock of my salvation, sure and a firm foundation. Jesus is the rock on which I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. I go to the rock of my salvation. Go to the zone that the world rejects. Run to the mountain and the mountain stands by me. The earth all around me is sinking sand. On Christ the solid rock I stand. When I need a shelter, when I need a friend, I go to the rock. Oh, lead me to the rock. Lead me to the rock of my salvation, a sure and a firm foundation. Jesus is the rock on which I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. To the rock. Lead me to the you know who the rock is today. No matter what we go through, I'm glad that His grace is sufficient for all of us. Many times I'm tried and tested as I travel day by day, oft I meet with pain and sorrow, and there's trouble in my way. Oh, but I have the sweet assurance that my soul the Lord will keep, and in Him there is strength for every day. Oh, His grace is sufficient for me, and His love is abundant and free. And what joy fills my soul just to know that His grace is sufficient for me. When that tempter brings confusion and I don't know what to do, down on my knees I just turn to Jesus, for I know He'll see me through. Then despair, it's all changed to victory. Hallelujah. Every doubt just melts away. And in Him there is hope for every day. Oh, His grace is sufficient for me, and His love is abundant and so free. And what joy fills my soul just to know, oh, just to know that His grace is sufficient for me. And what joy fills my soul just to know, oh, just to know that His grace is sufficient for me.
That was so good. So good.
Tackett.
You know,
That was
you
so
brought
good.
back memories. You know, standing by you and me and Bill and Wally and Chico, you know, and God was so good to us, singing our hearts out across the country,
Yeah.
and it was a joy. Thanks for coming and being. And
Our
Livy,
pleasure.
I mean,
Thank you.
Olivia, you'll always be Livy to me.
That's all right.
Is that okay?
That's good.
Thank you for coming. I know
Well,
you're not a
thank you.
person that kind of gets out in the public,
No.
but thank you so much. And we want to give you a book. Angel, do you want to tell them about
Yes,
your
I-
book?
Right.
Because we don't have much time here.
No, I want to
Okay.
give them the echoes of my heart. It's, and I
Thank
think
you.
I hope that it will bless you as you read.
sure it will.
And it's just part of my heart.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
exactly
you.
what it is.
And then I want to give you one of my latest books called In His Service. And it's just a daily devotion. You can lay it around on the coffee table or in the bathroom and read it when you want to, you know. And then at the end of each story, there's a prayer, you know, so like a daily devotion.
It
but
is.
I'll give
Thank
this
you.
to you, Tank. It'll probably end up in your, you know.
That's right.
Thank
But
you.
we love you. We're
love
just so
you.
proud
Thank
you
you
were
so
with us.
much
Thank
for
you for being
coming.
with us. Thank you for joining us today. We love you. Thank you. Tell a friend to join us no matter where you are. Remember, take Christ as your partner and enjoy life.